Great, superb. Today we have with us one of our star students, Sreenivas Ramaswamy, who's with us. Hello, Sreenivas. How are you doing?
Hello, sir. I'm doing great. Hope you're doing good too.
Wonderful. And I'm so happy, proud to see you. I'm actually very proud. I think you're one of our star students from the Event Career Kickstarter batch of 2021-22. So very good, superb. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Srinivas. Tell us about your journey. Tell us about who you are, what makes you tick. Let's hear from you.
So, just to start off, I want to talk about my educational background. So, I did my schooling through an NGO. It's called as Parikrama Humanity Foundation. I think I've already spoken to you about this. So, I did my schooling through that. I was actually fortunate enough to get a quality education where I did not spend, and because we couldn't afford back then also, and we got a very quality education from Parikrama. So, whatever I am today, I think Parikrama played a major role in shaping me like this. So being a studying through an NGO, getting so much exposure is very tough, and Parikrama has actually helped me a lot with that. So not only about this, whatever it is, the way I speak, the confidence that I have, everything was shaped in my days from Parikrama. So I did my schooling through an NGO, and post that I did my bachelor's in computer science through MES college. And yes, I actually always wanted to become an entrepreneur. In my late during my degree and on. So I didn't know what exactly I wanted to do. So event management was something that was actually something that I liked from the beginning. So I had started a small event management startup also back there when I was in college. So we were actually handling birthday parties, small engagements, small functions, and we started the company. I started the company with a couple of my friends back then. So we did run the company for close to 1.5 years, where we handled close to 25 different kind of events.
Wow.
And through the help of Parikrama, we actually got into corporate events also. So I had experience organizing annual days for companies like Adobe also. But again, yeah, I was fortunate that I had people who were helping me, getting such deals also. So that is where my journey in event industry started. So again, even though we had done a couple, like close to 25 events back then, there was a lot of room where I had to learn, a lot of scope for me learning also. So once I had actually had an interaction with one event manager. Okay, so his name is Om. Om, you should be knowing Om sir from Phase One.
Of course,
So
Om Pradyut is a Dion and an icon in the event management space across the country and, of course, in Bangalore.
yes, sir. So they actually handle a lot of events as pro bono for Parikrama. So once I had actually met him, so he had actually advised me that in case you want to run an event management company, it is better you start working for event management company. Only then you will learn what all is going to be a part of events. So just starting the company is not a big deal, but if you really want to become a successful event manager, then I think you should start working. So I did take that advice seriously. That is when I started working. And then I realized over the years this was actually a very good decision, because there were a lot of things that I couldn't have learned if I had just continued with my own company, because I would have just stuck to small events and not understood the real problem that any event manager would have faced while organizing larger scale events. So that is where I started, and I worked close to 2.5 years in event industry. So I started off with an internship with a company called as Sri Events and Ventures. So they were into production and fabrication. So I did my 1 year of internship with them, where I learned a lot of fabrication, production, LED walls, or how to operate those things. I got good knowledge there. Then they actually made me a permanent employee. I continued my work for 1 more year. Then I actually joined weddings.in. uh, I was actually hired as a venue manager, and I was handling palace grounds as my venues, where I was organizing weddings at palace grounds, with an average ticket size of 30 to 40 lakhs per event. And I worked there for close to 14, 15 months, and I've organized close to 21 weddings there, all big scale weddings. And I've gained a lot of knowledge from there also. And that is when COVID came, and I actually had to lose my job temporarily. But I understood the event industry, the market was very down back then. So I couldn't find a new job in the event industry, and I couldn't stick around because I had a lot of commitments also. So that is when I actually had to move to some different industry. So I started working for a construction based startup as a sales executive there. Then I did work for a year, more than a year. Then I realized this is not something that I enjoy. achieving sales target, working for long durations was not a problem because I had done it before. But back then I was enjoying because it was in events. But then, even though the job was good, but I couldn't enjoy whatever I was doing. So I just sat down and thought, what can I do? And that is when I started doing some research how I can get back into event industry. And talking about the industry also, a lot of things had changed. Most of them had gotten into virtual and hybrid events where I had no knowledge about. So it was very important for me to learn those things in case if I had to get back to event industry. So that is when I did my research. I just took a couple of opinions from people whom I knew, and then I decided I had to go ahead with team.i. Team
But
I.
very such an interesting journey and so much of experience and so many things that you have. But why Team I? Why did you decide to join Team I? Why not any other institute?
Sir, it is very important that whom we learn from. When I actually wanted to, well, I was actually doing my research. I also made sure that in case if I'm spending my time learning, I would rather spend time learning from people who have had hands-on experience for a lot of years, and they really know what is going to happen in the future. Because as far as little experience I had, I couldn't even gauge what happened 1 year back. So it was very important for me to learn from people who could instill that confidence in me, so that I would never regret making this decision.
Right.
Because I had to balance my work also, because I had commitments. I had to source money to do this course and also continue doing this course with the same amount of interest. So I had to balance all these three things. And if I had people who could instill this confidence in me in front of me who's teaching me, then that would be something everyone would be expecting. And I did some research. I knew about you, and I knew how DNA also supports. And DNA is one company I always wanted to work for. So all these things. I had actually done some research on three other courses also. Then I decided this was the costliest course compared to them, but then I decided it will be worth it. I just had that confidence from the beginning. If I can get through this course, if I can do this properly, everything will be worth it.
Something very interesting that you said. It was the costliest course that you looked at, and still you decided, in spite of your financial constraints, you still decided to come to Team I. Tell me more about the course at Team I. You have done the Event Career Kickstarter program, which is a 4-month program, which is meant for working professionals, right? And that is the program that you did with Team I. Tell us
Yeah.
more about the details of the course, curriculum, etc. What did you learn?
So TMI basically has three different courses, trying to cater to all the kind of students. So basically they have a 2 year, MBA program and 1 year program if in case they want to do it. And for working professionals like us, who can't afford to, have a longer duration of studies, they have a normal 3-4 months of course also, where they have, it is actually very feasible for anyone to do it. In case for me it was very easy. It was on weekends for 3-4 hours, and it was really feasible. I didn't have any problem attending classes also. And Neeraj sir was teaching us. To be frank, the first couple of weeks I had no idea what I was going through. But then the last week I understood, uh, this person has been doing this from a very long time, and he knows what the right way is. And I realized it in the last class, because basically when I started doing the class, I had my own ideas of what the class is going to be. So it was my fault of having that imagination. Probably if someone had fulfilled that idea, I don't think I would have been so successful by now. I wouldn't have learned. But what Neeraj sir did, he actually put us into vigorous, assignments, gave us a lot of assignments about branding, doing some research and all. Yes, it was little tough for us back then managing, but now I really feel everything was worth it, because I've gained a lot of knowledge. First thing. Second thing, I have understood how to think like an event manager. So I should thank Neeraj for that.
Super. Super. No doubt. Neeraj Verma is one of our star faculty, and he has taken it on upon himself to do the ECK program, which is an online program. Not easy to teach online programs, okay? But we
Yes.
decided to do this, and I think yours is the fifth batch of ECK. We started this just before the COVID, and yeah, it's working out really fine for us also. So, what is the value that this program brought into your life, Srinivas?
Sir, just talking about it, I have done events before. So I've done even before. But one thing that I can probably say is, after attending this class, if I look back, I can tell you, if I have an opportunity to go back, I can do those events 10 times better. Maybe I didn't have that kind of imagination back then. Maybe I didn't have that kind of, approach for any particular, thing that I had to do regarding the event. So maybe if I can go back right now, I can do those events way more better than what I've done.
Fantastic, fantastic. So you said that you were working in a construction company before you decided to shift career again to event management. Yeah. Uh, why event management, Srinivas? I mean, there are so many. You are the guy who has had the opportunity on working on the other side also, but still decided to come back to event management. Why? What is this event management that makes people go crazy and keep coming back to it?
Sir, because this is kind of challenging also. It's not very easy that one decides to become event manager and is going to be successful, because it's not an easy path. Every event that we do will have challenges of its own kind, something that we might expect, something we might not expect, but end of the day we will learn from those things, and we'll make sure that doesn't happen for the next event. And let's say if I had done a couple of events where there were a lot of issues also, but I did ensure that those mistakes didn't happen in the next events. And when the customers ask us what will you do in this case, we'll be more confident when we can convince them, don't worry, it's on us, we will take care of all these things. We give them that kind of assurance, and we have people believing us personally to take care of events, which is actually very important to them also. And having all so much pressure and pulling it off at the last moment, the satisfaction that we get as an event manager is something that I've enjoyed. The pressure is in all in the industry, sir. Even if I work for construction, I work for EdTech also a couple of months, the pressure is always there. But enjoying that pressure for me is in event industry. I don't know about others, but yeah, for me, I enjoy the pressure when I work for events. So I really wanted to get back into this.
Super, super. Yeah. I believe that. I've been in events for 29 years and I don't know how to do anything else. I know only how to do events. And yes, of course, event education, thanks to all the support from the industry that we have got. But great, Srinivas. So, Imai has also put you on, helped you to get a job. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes. I actually was lucky enough to get the job even before I wrote my exam. I haven't even written my exams for team I yet. I haven't even got my certificate, but I have my job and I'm working for months now.
You're working for a month.
I'm
Okay.
lucky.
Can you tell us a little bit more about the job that you have got? And if you want to share the salary package and all of that.
Yes, sir. I want to share, but before that, I want to talk about something very important also. So when I joined, the only doubt that I had when I joined Team I was I actually had a couple of experience also, and I was actually working for an organization where I had a very good pay also. My only concern was what will happen to my salary, because if I'm doing this course, will I be considered as a fresher? And considering the market, I don't know if they would give me the salary that I'm getting right now also, or would they give me hike also. So that was the only concern I had from the beginning, even before I joined this course. But yeah, I actually had to believe in myself. I had to believe in the course because it was my decision to do. And today, not only the first day, till the last day of my course, I still had the same doubt, even before I gave my interview. But today, I actually have a very good job with the package that I actually wanted also. So they actually have matched my package, which is close to 7.5 lakhs per annum. And yeah, we had a couple of conversation, negotiation, but yeah, so end of the day, they were happy giving me the salary that I wanted. And doing this course actually not only helped me understand, get knowledge about events, also helped me, given me confidence how to talk, how to negotiate with people. So again, thanks team. I have to thank team for that, because 3 months before I wouldn't have had some confidence to negotiate for the salary that I have wanted probably. But now I have actually got what I want. So I work for Sarcon Technologies. Okay, so we actually are a virtual and hybrid event platform. So I handle customer success and account management and sales. So uh, the CEO has actually a lot of trust on me, so he's given me very good roles to handle. And we actually deal with companies from different geographies. We handle enterprises who are big players in the market. We host their events on our platform, so it is really good. I get to learn. It's been a month, and I've actually been working on close to 4 events already. So I've learned a lot of things. And yeah, sir, I've got a lot of confidence within myself. So I have to thank you for that.
So, what does the future hold for you, Srinivas? Where do you see yourself in the future?
So To be frank, after a very long time, I've never thought about anything because I'm actually happy what I'm doing right now. And I know if I continue doing this, I will gain a lot of knowledge and I'll be very happy doing what I'm doing. And the growth of is not going to be, static. It is definitely going to improve because I'm working for an industry which is actually trying to improve right now after what the situation was. And now I need not worry about the growth because everything will happen on its own. All I have to do is be committed to what I'm doing and just enjoy what I'm doing. So
Fantastic. I am so proud of you, Sreenivas Ramaswamy. You
thank
know,
you.
I was really worried when you first joined the course because you come with such a lot of experience and a lot of financial baggage, more important. And I was saying, because for us, every student that we take up as a responsibility. Okay. And I did not want anything to go wrong with your career. Okay. Like is so for all other students. But I was particularly concerned about you, and I must tell you that. And I, kept my fingers crossed and I would, I pray, right? So you were there in that. And I said that this guy should somehow make a future. And I'm so happy for you.
Thank
But
you so much. Actually, I'm very happy with making the decision of joining Team I because in case I had not joined back then, I wouldn't have been in Sarcon right now. I would have still continued doing the sales job for a construction company, which, yeah, I can't blame it. But I'm happy for the decision that I've made.
super. Would you like to give a message for students who want to join event management? Uh, Something that you would like to tell them?
Definitely, sir. I would actually suggest everyone to consider event management as an industry because this is something that everyone will enjoy. But again, having said that, if I have to talk about Team I and the teachers we have here, we actually have the best in the industry that who can really teach them what events is. So I don't think they can learn from anyone more better. I will just ask them to just trust them and trust the team and just join these courses because end of the day they'll be happy with the decision that they make.
Super. Thank you so much for your time, buddy. And from the entire team at Team I, we wish you a very successful future.
Thank you so much, sir.